Welcome to my channel. I am CJ, and if you haven't watched my first video, please go check it out. First of all, I am going to show you how to make a lazy makeup or how to do a lazy makeup in a tropical country where you sweat off most of it, especially when you're in a commute. So first order of business, wear a headband. Now that I put on my headband, it is time to put on sunscreen. It is very hot right now since the rain has stopped. Okay, now time to put on this. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Yeah, this is a Bello Intensive Whitening Face and Neck Cream. It is supposed to help whiten your face and give you a protection from the sun. Now let's put it on. I don't know how this works properly or how to put this on properly because this is how I've been putting it for a long time. As you can see from my face, there are some marks from my last pimple outbreak. There we go. I look crazy right now. And if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my eyes, it's contact lenses that I bought from my daddy bought me from EO. It's in a shade of baby blue, but it's not very obvious since I have dark eyes. There. I'm just gonna let it dry for a moment before adding on the first set of makeup. Oh, that feels nice. Oh, okay. There we go. Let it dry. This is going to take a while. There we go. It's very lightweight if you ask me, but if you watch other content creators about the Bello sunscreen, it's a different container from what you've seen, like a tube. It's very effective as well. So now, since my sunscreen has my skin has sucked in the sunscreen, it's time to put on the green foundation. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it looks white there. It's green. And if many of you are asking why I'm using a green foundation first, when I was little, my mom keeps using the green sunscreen, the green foundation. It helped her look more glowy and fresh since people here are prone to sweat a lot. Yeah, so looking fresh is like a flex to everybody right now. My gosh, my face is not green. I'm like Shrek, but on a lighter version. Yeah. Fun fact, I have no idea what I'm doing, truly. But this is how I do it from time to time when me and my family goes out for dinner or go to a mall or somewhere which requires me to look presentable. It looks a bit patchy right now. Don't forget the neck. It will look weird if you forgot the neck. My mom did this makeup as well for my attendance in my friend's debut. So I did manage to look fresh for the entire night since I did reapply a bit of a makeup on it. But I didn't sweat out. That is the best part. I didn't sweat out. There. I look ghost. I look like a ghost. And since the should I put it? There you go. It's called Summer Cake by Kokuryu. And it is a drugstore makeup that my mom bought for my sister. Wait. Oh wait, it's for me actually, since my debut last May requires me to look fresh, of course, and look pretty. So she bought me this makeup. Next up is, of course, the normal foundation. And it's also named Summer Cake. This one is a bit more older than the first one since the first store didn't have it. The first store didn't have the green foundation. Now time to apply it. You can see the green starting to blend in properly. If anything, I want to wear makeup during classes, but I chose online since my school is in Manila and I am living right now in Laguna in San Pablo. So it's a bit, oh, no wait, it's very far. It's quite hard to commute that far, and it took us 2 hours to travel there. Make sure to cover everything up from the corners. And your neck, of course your neck. There, now you see the difference? I look quite brighter and more alive and fresh. Since being fresh right now is on the rage and you have to keep a, let's say, a dewy looking fresh face in times like these. There we go. Now I look very fresh. And my mom did my eyebrows since I'm pretty bad at plucking them out. So it looks like this. When I was young, I have very thick eyebrows. Like, they're quite out of shape back then. I don't have the pictures for it right now to show you, but I'm gonna search it in the family computer. The next order of business is lipstick. Well, not lipstick, it's more like a lip balm. Something like this. I use this every time. It's named Spotlight Rising Star Lip Balm in the shade Candid Beauty. There you go. It gives you a more of a pinkish look. And let's use a smaller brush for me to add another tint. Right now I'm going to use Blight Cloud Tint in the shade Nebula 106 Nebula. There we go. We have to use it a bit since my lips doesn't match the right color of this tint. In my school, you are required to have light makeup or a more natural and subtle look of makeup. And I don't really use this much of makeup at all at school. There we go. We don't use a lot of makeup at school except when it's recognition, moving up, or a graduation, which requires you to look nice or look good. Next up, an eyelash curler. All of the products that I use are from a drugstore, Watson's. Every store here in San Pablo are very far, so it requires you to have a transport since... Oh, nice. There we go. See the difference? My eyes look much nicer in this area. It's not very obvious from afar, but when you come closer and take a look, you look a bit more natural and fresh. That's the best word to use it for this video, fresh. So if you're a Filipina right now watching, I hope you can understand what we're struggling right now. It's very hot. Right now it's the season of the rain, so it helps a bit in our makeup. I haven't tried liquid foundation yet, so I never know how to use it. Not until then, but yeah. I'm trying to curl the lashes properly. There we go. It gave me a bit of a look. I don't use eyeshadow much when it's very hot, since I tend to accidentally rub my eyes, or when my eye contacts became very itchy, I do this. And the eyeshadow keeps going to my hand, so I never wore much of it. And it did help me look nice right now. Next, mascara. This is from Careline. Where is it? Okay, there. It's all used up though, but very helpful. It's a skinny mascara, since my mom doesn't allow me to wear a much bigger mascara right now. I want mine to look natural, so I chose this. This. There. Add another one. Pardon if you hear the dog outside right now, since I'm in a neighborhood filled with dogs, so it can get very noisy at night when there's an intruder or a random person passing by your house. My dog, Toby, yeah, he tends to bark. He tends to bark at some people passing by, so it's normal. The ideal beauty here in the Philippines, you have to be light-skinned, or your features are somewhere near to a foreigner. A high nose bridge, lovely pink plump lips, long black hair, big eyes, and a light fair skin. So when I was a baby, I was born a bit dark. Well, darker. And I grew up to be light-skinned. I didn't use any lightening soap growing up, so it tends to come to me naturally, since my mother is a light-skinned person back when she was a teenager. There we go. It's not very obvious in the camera, but my eyelashes look more prettier in real life. There we go. Now after that, time to add some blush. I know that you want to look fresh. Oh dear, I think I forgot my eyeshadow palette. I mean, the eyeshadow palette has a blush in it as well. Hold on. And now I'm back. Okay, so where was I? Okay. So the beauty standard in the Philippines has gotten out of hand lately, since if you go on TikTok as a Filipina, you can see a lot of skin whitening products. And it's not that obvious. It's quite faint, really. I chose the light pink. And this palette is in Japanese, since my aunt went to Japan and bought this palette for me. So I don't really know what it is. If you guys know what it is, this is what it looks like. Oh wait, it says here in the faint writing, Malibu makeup book. I've been using this for quite a while, since it's the only makeup palette that I have, or the eyeshadow palette that it's quite useful for me. There we go. I'm done with this. I don't really have a high nose, if you can tell. So what I do add a bit of a highlight here in the middle to make it more. I know this is supposed to be lazy makeup, but I'm just adding this to make my nose a bit more higher. And I know following the beauty standard may be weird for some of you, since others now are making a trend where following the beauty standard is not cool or not great anymore. There we go. Since my nose is a bit darker from the side, it came off quite natural. There we go. And we're done. Here is the final look. And for the record, I don't add or I don't do the what is it called again? Alright, the eyebrow thingy, because my eyebrows are already full and I'm quite lazy to do it myself right now, since it requires you to have a good way to apply it, and I'm not very good at making it symmetrical as well. And when my mom saw my eyebrows, I'm like, what is that? What is that? It looks weird to look at from her perspective, I think. So now, there. And it looks okay, I guess, for some of you. If you want to follow me for more, just follow me and subscribe. Thank you!